Hey, this is Todd, and you're watching Real Space Junk. Thought I would take a minute to take a look at this TRW Space Technology Labs device. We'll kind of discover what it is as we go through, I think. Hopefully, at least learn a little bit about it. As you can see, it's got positive and negative inputs on both sides, and then it's got this weird ground connection on the case, but the case is loose. Came like that. And you can see on the front here, it's got two buttons or switches, two position switches, and it's got this weird calibration piece in the middle, some sort of potentiometer. As you can see by this big sticker on the front, it's Space Technology Labs have been taken over by TRW, which is Thompson Ramo Woolridge. Said that happened sometime in the mid 1960s, and actually you can verify that by looking at the date. Here, this has two calibration dates. The current calibration, which is May of 1968, and the next calibration date, which is September of 1968. This sticker is the interesting one to me. I had never seen this before, but when I put this through ChatGPT, it referred to the space vehicle electronics or space vehicle equipment section of the TRW. So they were mostly involved with creating equipment for satellites. And as of the mid-1960s, TRW had been involved with 218 of the 248 satellites that have been put into space. If we take a look inside and slide these out, it shows you that there is a battery compartment here, which is an odd formation. It's not quite the size of AA batteries, although it looks like it could be. And you see the corrosion. There's probably some sort of mercury batteries that were originally in this, possibly the nickel cadmium. But on the front here, you can see the switches and the potentiometer. It's got a little light indicator right there, electrolytic capacitor, and then a couple of other capacitors and resistors. And most importantly are these transistors here. You can see right in the middle that 2N1306, and to the left of it is a 2N1305. So those are push-pull. And down here at the end, you can see the 2N1516. It's actually a Mullard transistor. And then the GE is probably a 2N525. Not 100% sure what it is. Let's see if we can figure out exactly how it works. We can look at this electrolytic capacitor here, and you can see on the right-hand side it's got the plus. So if we trace the positive terminal out right here, actually goes down here, and then the negative terminal is up here and traces straight back to this side. So if we connect this power supply to the positive and negative terminals there, and get power to it. So we're going to get power to this, and you can see the bottom here shows 0, which means it's not getting any power. But if we play with these switches, still doesn't do anything. Yep, there we go. So this is the power switch. Once we switch this thing, it pops on. And the third thing we've got on here is we've got this. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Yep, there it pops it up. So apparently some sort of a calibration. And then we got this switch right here. Drops it too. So it's making some sort of change also. Well, let's connect it to the oscilloscope and send a signal through it. I'm not sure exactly which direction the signal goes, but we'll start by putting the signal, so this is a 1 kilohertz signal through, and then we'll pop the probe as you can see in the background. The square wave that typically would be there is slightly altered. Let's turn it off and turn it back on, see. flattens it out just a little bit. You can see a little bit higher arch. And then if we flip this switch, let's see what happens. Take a little closer look. When I switch the switch on it, you can see that the angle goes from up to down, and then from down to up. So I don't know exactly what it's doing, but it's flipping the waveform in opposite directions. Pretty interesting. So I'm guessing this little guy is some sort of signal filter or maybe an amplifier. If you have any other ideas on what it might be or something I can try to test this out, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Real Space Junk and keep on watching these videos, and I'll bring you even more interesting stuff.